Hello students, today's topic is functions. So functions are the building blocks of C and the place where all the program activity occurs. That is nothing but functions. Main function is a part of function also. It is nothing but block of code or a block of function or a block of statements. So main program can have the multiple functions inside it. So main program is also one part of a function. So function is nothing but blocks, building blocks. Building blocks is nothing but block of statement or block of code. Then why we are using functions? What are the benefits? Modularity of a program, that is nothing but we can differentiate or we can classify or make parts of a program to perform a particular functions or particular task, particular operation. Easy code reusability, that is nothing but one code we can use multiple times in a program by making a function. No need to write that lines multiple times in your whole program. You just have to call the function by its name to use it. That is nothing but reusability. If you wanted to perform a particular task in a program multiple times, you can call that make that code into the function, and you can use that function or part of a code multiple time in your program. In case of large program with thousands of code lines, debugging and editing becomes easier if you use functions. So function makes reusability or feasibility to the programmer for the editing operation or to find out the bugs from your program. So these are the benefits of a function. Then what is mean by exactly function? It is completely self-contained. That is nothing but what type of task we want to perform, we can access or we can write that whole part of code in a separate manner as like a function. It can be called at any place. We can call that function at any place of code, can be ported to another program. That is nothing but we can use one function into the another program also. So again, it provides us reusability, use existing function as a building block of for new program. That is nothing but we can use one function of one program into the another program also. That is reusable. Readable is nothing but more meaningful. Consider that in your whole program there are multiple operations you want to perform, so you can classify that operation into the multiple functions. Procedural abstraction, that is hide internal detail. By using procedural abstraction of a function, we can hide internal details. Factoring of code, that is divide and conquer. Dividing, we can divide a code into the multiple function and conquer that function by calling the function into the main program. So it provides us divide and conquer method, that is we can divide the whole task into the multiple part, and to perform that part we can call a function and conquer that function in a main program by calling it. So functions receives zero or more parameter, that is nothing but we can give zero, there is no parameter also, and we can give multiple parameter to a function. For what? To perform a specific task, and it will return zero. That is nothing but it will stores that value into the variable also, and as well as it can return that value to the main program. So function receives zero or more parameter, that is we can give zero or more parameter to perform a specific task, and it can return 0 or 1 value. A function is invoked or called by name and parameter. So that is nothing but to call a function we need to give a name to the function, as well as we need to give the parameter. Okay, Without the parameter, we cannot call the function. Communication between function and invoker code is through the parameter and the return value. That is nothing but whenever we are passing the parameter to the function, that values will get accessed by the function, and after performing a specific task, it will gives the return value to the main function. So in C, no two functions can have the same name. That is nothing but function should have a unique name. जैसे वेरिएबल को हम लोग यूनिक नेम देते हैं इन एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ अ प्रोग्राम, द सेम rule is applied to the function also. We cannot give same name to a function. There are two types of C function. First are the library functions and user defined function. Library functions are inbuilt functions in a C, and user defined functions are user can define its own function. So now we will see this one by one. What are the library functions? So library functions are inbuilt functions which are resided into the C programming compiler, and we can use that inbuilt function in our program. So for example, main. Main is also one type of function, and why we are using main? To execution of our C program, or to execute our every C program, we need to take this main function. Next is printf and scanf. These are also functions, library function. Printf is a output function. Why? Because it displays the output. And scanf is an input function because it's taking the input from the user. So these three are the basic library functions. Next, according to the requirement of a user, there are multiple collection of a function. So there are some math function, or to perform a mathematical task, we can use this math function. And while using this math function in our program, we need to give this header file. So that is nothing but whenever we are using this math function in our program, we need to mention this header file, that is math.h. So in math.h there are many functions. Out of that, some of the cos, that is cosine of an angle, cos sine cos tan, to find a sine of a radian angle, tangent of a radian angle, that is tan value, cos value or sine value. To find out this value, we can use cos, sine, tan. These are the three functions. Next is ceil and floor. Ceil and floor is nothing but ceiling value and floor value. That is integral largest value. So floor functions returns the largest integral value less than or equal to x. Consider if our number is 9.7. Okay, 9.4. Consider if our number is 9.4, float number. So it will pass the floor value, which is the nearest largest value 9. Floor यानी base and ceiling यानी top. Okay, if my value is 9.4 and if I use this floor function, or if I applied this floor function on this 9.4 value, then it will gives us the 9 value, which is a floor, lowest floor, and 9.4 का ceiling value है 10. So ceil function returns the smallest integer value greater than or equal to x. So 9.4 का integral value कौन सा है? 10. So by using this ceil function, or by applying this ceil function on this 9.4, it will returns us 10, and by applying the 4, it will returns us 9. Next is pow. Pow function is used to find out power of exponent. So in this case, we need to give the two variant, that is x and y. If we wanted to find out cube of 3, So our x is 2 and y is 3. So it will gives us cube of 3 value. So whenever we want to find out this exponent value of a number, we are applying this power function. Power function is nothing but power of. These are the mathematical library functions. Next point is general console input output library function. Console input output library function are related to the screen. So CLR SCR. So this function is used to clear screen, clear the output screen. Next is get ch, that is get character from a keyboard. So get ch functions reads the character from a keyboard. Next is text background function is used to change the text background. By default it is white. So if we wanted to change the text background, then we can use this text background function. But to use this function, we need to apply or insert conio.h header file. Next function है user defined function. So firstly we have seen these are the library functions. Next is user defined function. User defined function is nothing but user can define its own functions. So it allows programmer to define their own function according to their requirement or according to their need. So what are the advantages of user defined function? It helps to decompose the large program into multiple segments, or we can divide our whole program into the multiple part according to our need, which makes programmer easy to understand, maintain and debug. Then if repeated code occur in a program, function can be used to include those code execute when needed. If we want to perform repetitive or if we wanted to access repetitive code in a program, we can make them as a function. So whenever it is needed, we can call that function. Programmer working on a large project can divide the workload by making the function. So we can divide the whole project into the multiple part by making a function, and as we know that we can use this function from a one program into the another function. So these are the advantages of user defined function. So now we will see how this user defined function are written in your program. So function naming. So how we can give the function name? So first character of a name of any function must be an alphabet. So we cannot give the number as a first character. So first character of a function always should be a number or a underscore. Then name of a function includes only alphabet, digit and underscore. That is, we cannot insert or use special character as like a star, hash, at the rate. The name of a function cannot be any keyword. जैसे कि printf, scanf, then any of the keyword we cannot use as like a function name. Name of a function cannot be global identifier. That is nothing but कोई भी function का name global variable की तरह नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be a unique. Name of a function can be exactly same as of name of a function in the same scope. That is nothing but we cannot create a conflict while using the name of a function. As it is a case sensitive, here the next line, as it is a case sensitive, the name of a function should be a same as a declared name. And we cannot use a name of a function as like a register pseudo variable. Again, it shows that name of a function should be a unique name. Next is general form of a function. That is how we are writing a function in your C program. So firstly, we need to give a return type. Return type is nothing but data type. Next, function name. After that, inside the round bracket, we need to give the parameter list. Inside the curly braces, we are going to write the body function. So return type specifies the type of a data that the functions return. And parameter list is a comma separated list of a variable's name and their associated types. That is, in a parameter list, we need to give a data type of a variable also. Then what is the scope of a function? That is where we can use the function itself. A function is a discrete block of code. A function's code is private to the functions, that function, and cannot be accessed by any segment in any other function except through a call to a function. That is nothing but whenever we are using a function, then that code of a function is a private code. That is, we cannot use that code of a function into the another function, but we can use that function into the another function. So code हम लोग दूसरे फंक्शन में नहीं यूज कर सकते, बट फंक्शन को हम दूसरे फंक्शन में यूज कर सकते. Variable that are defined inside the function or within a function are local variables. So whatever the variable we are declaring inside the function, that becomes local variable, and what are the variable we are defining outside the function, that becomes our global variable. So global variables are used in a whole program, but local variables are used in a inside that function only. So local variables come into existence when the function is entered and it is destroyed upon exist. So whenever the control entered into the function, at that time local variable existed, and at the destroyed the function, it will exited from a program. A local variable cannot hold its value between the function call. मतलब लोकल वेरिएबल का वैल्यू कब एक्सेस होगा और असाइन होगा इन द पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन ओनली. Returning a value, so we can return a value from a function, or we can uh, skip this part also. If nothing written, we just only can write return, or until it reaches the right curly braces. If we want to return something from a function, we need to write return keyword and with the expression. Expression could be a value also, or expression could be a any statement also. Only one value can be returned from a function. That is nothing but we cannot return multiple value from a function. Only one value can be returned. A function can return only one value, though it can return one or several value based upon evaluation of a certain condition. That is nothing but if we are changing the values of multiple variable, we can return several values, but by default we can return only one value. Multiple return statement can be used within a single function. That is nothing but we can return multiple values at the multiple point, but at a time only one value we can return. So return statement not only returns a value back to the calling function, it also returns control back to the calling function. रिटर्न फंक्शन से ओनली वैल्यू ही रिटर्न नहीं होता है, बट इट ऑल्सो returns the control. That is nothing but wherever we have called the function, our program execution will get started from that point. Next, there are three main parts of a function. First is function declaration, function definition, and function call. Function declaration, also known as a function prototype. So we will see this one by one. What is mean by function, or what is the structure of C program within a function? So firstly, where we are giving this prototype, at the top, function prototype gives the name, return type and type of formal arguments. So before inserting into the main function, firstly we need to give the function prototype, and it has the name of a function, return type of a function and the arguments. After that, inside the main function, we can call the function, call to the function. Inside the main, we can call to the main function. So calling is nothing but variable to hold the value returned by function. If function is returning some value, we need to take a variable to store that value, and after that the function name with actual arguments. And in a function definition, within a curly braces, we can write a function definition. Now we will see this, what how we are writing function prototype. So function prototype should have a return type. If the function is returning some value, then that value's return type should be mentioned here. After that, the function name, and inside the round bracket we can give argument list. So function prototype only needed if the function definition comes after using it. Function should be declared before they are used. So function, whenever we are using a function, before that use we need to declare a function. Declaration is nothing but prototype. Function prototypes are always declared at the beginning of a program, indicating name of a function, data type, argument and return type. Then function definition. So this is the function definition. Again, in a function definition we are giving return type, function name, and this is the parameter list. And inside the curly braces we are going to write the function body. Inside function body could be the local variable as well as the return statement. Next is function call, how we are calling the function. So function is called from a main function. So main function से ही हम लोग function को call कर सकते हैं. A function can in return call another function. One function can call another function also. A function call statement invokes the function, which means the program control passes to the function. That is nothing but whenever we are calling the function, that function will get executed. मेन प्रोग्राम में हम जब भी फंक्शन को कॉल करते हैं, that function body will get executed, and after the exiting from a function, control come back to the next statement. Once the function complete its task, the program control is passed to the calling environment. मतलब in a main function जहाँ पे हम लोग function call करते हैं, at that time function get called, that is nothing but function will get executed, and after the completion of function execution, control come back to the जहाँ पे function call हुआ है. How we are calling the function? By using a variable name, function name and argument list. Okay, so here the example is given how we are calling the function by using variable name. So result is one variable name, sum is my function name, and 5 and 8, these are the parameter. We are passing this parameter to what? Sum function, and we are storing the result into this result variable. After that, like this also we can call the function, that is without using parameter, and by this also, by using a function name and the parameter list, by this also we can call our function. Now we will see the example how we are actually using the function. Okay, so how we are writing the prototype? This is double is nothing but our data type. Then squared is my program function name. This squared is nothing but function name. And double number, double is the data type of what? This variable. Number is my one variable. Number is my variable. So that variable is get passed. So double, this is a return type of what? This function. Squared is my function name, having a return type double and having a parameter number. Number is one variable and उस variable का data type क्या है? Double. So this is a function prototype or function declaration. Okay. Then after that, next example is void. Void is nothing but the return type. Print report. Print report is one function name, and here by using a data type also we can call a function. Again int is nothing but the return type. Get menu choice, this is my function name, and void is my data type name. अगेन हाउ वी आर राइटिंग द फंक्शन डेफिनेशन. फंक्शन डेफिनेशन में पहले हमें क्या लिखना पड़ता है? फंक्शन प्रोटोटाइप, and inside that we can write a function definition. So here squared is nothing but number into number, so we can directly return this operation or expression. Expression क्या है हमारा? Number into number. It will perform this operation and return this value by using this return function. नेक्स्ट फंक्शन है हमारा प्रिंट रिपोर्ट फंक्शन. प्रिंट रिपोर्ट फंक्शन हैविंग अ डेट वेरिएबल रिपोर्ट नंबर ऑफ टाइप इंटीजर. okay, so it will, inside this function it will check whether that report number is equal to 1. If it is 1, it will execute this block, otherwise it will pass the control where the function is called. सो सी प्रोग्राम में कैसे हम लोग ये फंक्शन यूज करते हैं? सो फर्स्टली एज वी नो दैट फर्स्टली वी नीड टू डिक्लेयर अवर फंक्शन, और दिस इज नथिंग बट प्रोटोटाइप, and this program is to find out average of three number. So to find out average of three number, here we have taken the function average having the three parameter of what? Float type. Okay, and again this function will return this one float variable. So यहाँ पे क्या है? Float is my variable name. Float is our variable name here. Next, inside a main function, firstly we are declaring three variable a, b, c having a data type float. After that we are going to display a statement, enter the three number. After that we are going to take a values from a user. So for that we have taken this scanf and we have stored that value into the three variable by using ampersand sign. A, B and C. Inside the A, B and C variable we have stored this value. Next is to display a result. Here average of three number percent 0.3. 0.3 f इसका मतलब क्या है? फ्लोट वैल्यू विल गेट डिस्प्लेड, एंड डेसिमल के बाद में कितने डिजिट डिस्प्ले होंगे? ओनली द 3. okay, and yes, this is how we are calling the function by using the function name and by passing the parameter of what? Float type. Why? बिकॉज यहाँ पे हमने उसका डेटा टाइप मेंशन किया है फ्लोट, सो दैट्स वाई यहाँ पे हमें फ्लोट टाइप डेटा टाइप जिसका है वही वेरिएबल we need to pass. So here a, b, c, and as we know that a, b, c having a data type float, so that's why we can pass this variable to this average function, and this is the calling of a function, and this is the function prototype, how we are declaring a function. This is a function declaration, this is function calling, and after the outside the main function we are going to write the function body. So this is our function body. और definition of a function. ये क्या है हमारा function, definition of a function. Inside the definition of a function we need to give the header, function header. Function header में same return type होगा, then function name, and after that we are storing that abc value into the xyz variable. So these are the local variable xyz, these are the local variable of this function having data types float. Okay, after that, to store the result we have taken the another variable float r, and this is again local variable. Why? Because we have initialized this r variable inside this average function. ये हमारा average function है. Inside this average function we have initialized this r, that's why it will become local variable. Then how to find out the average in the mathematics? X plus addition of this three variable, value of this three variable, and we are going to divide it by 3. Why? Because यहाँ पे हमें average 3 variables का find out करना है, and after that we are going to store that result into the r variable. So after the execution or after the performation of this operation, we are going to return the result, and where we have stored this result into the r variable. So यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, r variable को return कर रहे हैं. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा, average function will get called and the result will get returned. So by that यहाँ पे result display होगा. Here we completed the functions. Then categorization based on argument and return type. How many arguments are passing? We are passing. According to that, we have categorized the function based on argument and based on return type. So there could be the no argument with no return type. One category, there could be a no argument but with the return type. Again, with the argument, no return type, and with the argument with a return type. So there could be a 4 categorization of a function. मतलब function को हम ये 4 वे में mention कर सकते, without the argument, without return type, without argument with return type, with arguments without return type, and with argument with a return type. So ऐसे 4 वे में, these are the 4 ways by which we can use or write our functions. Next, how to call a function. So to calling a function there are 2 methods, that is first is call by value and call by reference. So call by value is nothing but copy of argument pass, that is nothing but जैसे हमने previous example में abc variable का copy, abc variable को copy किया था into the x y z variable, and after that we have performed the operation on this xyz variable. So that was our call by value. So call by value is nothing but copy the original argument into the local variable and perform the operation on a local variable. So it changes in a function do not affect original. So by this call by value हमारे जो भी ओरिजिनल वेरिएबल के वैल्यूज होते हैं that will remain same, it will not get affected. So function do not affect original value. So original abc जो भी values थे, that values will not get changed. We have copied this value in another variable and we have performed the operation on this variable. So use when the function does not need to modify arguments. So it avoids the accidental changes. मतलब accidentally अगर हम लोग ने कोई भी main original values को अगर change कर लिया, so it will avoid this. So to avoid this, we are using call by value. Next is call by reference. Call by reference in this, call by reference. In this we are passing the original arguments, that is the changes will done or if affect in a original variables. So only used with the trusted functions. In this call by reference, we are passing original argument, and here in call by value, we are copying the argument. Okay. So this is the difference, call by value and call by reference. Call by value में हम लोग original value को change नहीं करते हैं. We are passing that value into the another variable and we are performing the operation. And here in a call by reference, we are passing address of a original variable. Now we will see this one by one. So call by value, when a function is called by an argument or by parameter which is not a pointer, that is nothing but it will copy the argument is passed. मतलब just in a previous case xyz हमारे original variable थे, so we have copied that value into the abc are our original variables. We have copied that value into the xyz variable and we have applied the changes on it. So xyz, these are the original variable and we have copied that value into the xyz variable. So call by value is nothing but copy the argument and is passed to the function. Copy the arguments. So here the example is given, example of C program. So in this program, firstly, this is prototype of a function. Prototype is nothing but declaration of a function. So firstly, we have declared this swap function having two parameter, int, having a two parameter of integer data type, and this swap function is don't have any return type. So that's why we have mentioned here void. So in a main program, we have initialized two variable a and b having a value 10 and 20. After that in a swap function, यहाँ पे हमने a and b ओरिजिनल वैल्यू को ही डायरेक्टली पास किया है. So here we have passed the original value. So by this is our calling of a function call. ये हमारा क्या हुआ, डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ अ फंक्शन, and this is definition of a function. So this is definition. So void swap, we are copying that a and b's value into the x and y variable, and after that we are performing the operation on that x, y and y variable. That is nothing but we are swapping the values of x and y, and यहाँ पे हम लोग प्रिंट क्या कर रहे हैं, a and b's value. So in this case a and b value will not get changed. Why? Because we have not changed the a and b's value, but we have performed the operation on x and y. यहाँ पे हमने x and y पे operation perform किया है, and here by using a printf statement we are printing the original statement. So in this program swap will not get performed. Why? Because हमने ऑपरेशन कौन से वेरिएबल पे परफॉर्म किया, एक्स एंड वाई वेरिएबल पे, एंड हम यहाँ पे कौन से वेरिएबल प्रिंट कर रहे हैं, ए एंड बी वेरिएबल विच आर द ओरिजिनल वेरिएबल, एंड यहाँ पे हमने ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म किया लोकल वेरिएबल पे. सो एक्स एंड वाई दीज आर द लोकल वेरिएबल टू द स्वैप फंक्शन, एंड हियर we are displaying the original variables. Next is call by reference. Call by reference is nothing but calling a function by using the address. Address is nothing but pointer, which is a pointer or address of a argument. That is nothing but we are copying the address of a argument to the function. So here the example is given. ये हमारा void swap. This is our declaration. In a declaration part, here we are passing the value. So that is टू पास अ वैल्यू यहाँ पे हमने यूज किया है स्टार. स्टार इज इंडिकेटिंग दैट we are passing the value of a variable. So it will retrieve the star. Star indicates that it will retrieve the value. So in a main function, firstly we have declared the two variable a and b having the value 10 and 20. यहाँ पे this is our calling of a swap function. Calling of a swap function. So in a calling of a swap function, here we are calling that function by using address. एम्परसेंड इंडिकेट्स दैट एड्रेस ऑफ अ वेरिएबल. सो यहाँ पे हम लोग एड्रेस पास कर रहे हैं ए एंड बीज एड्रेस. ओके, एंड बाय यूजिंग दिस स्टार ऑफ एक्स इट विल रिट्राइव द वैल्यू from this a and b variable. So to retrieve the value it takes the star operator, and ampersand operator is used to indicate that address, and star is used. यहाँ पे हमने star यूज किया है. Star retrieves the value. So यहाँ पे x and y. So here we are passing the address of that original variable, and यहाँ पे in this case, in this body of a function, we are performing the operation on that original address. So by this program, by using this call by reference, we can successfully swap the value. But by using this call by value, हम लोग successfully वैल्यू को स्वैप नहीं कर सकते. वाई? बिकॉज यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, ओरिजिनल वैल्यू डिस्प्ले किया. सो हियर वी कंप्लीटेड द फंक्शन. इन दैट फंक्शन वी हैव लर्न कॉल बाय वैल्यू, कॉल बाय रेफरेंस. आफ्टर दैट फंक्शन डिक्लेरेशन, फंक्शन इनिशियलाइजेशन, फंक्शन प्रोटोटाइप. सो थैंक यू टू ऑल ऑफ यू.